Hello, welcome to another exciting episode of the Mayor's Table. I'm Farmington Mayor Nate Duckett, and with me today as my guest is City Councilor for District 4, Janis Jakino. Good morning.
Hello, good morning everyone.
Thank you for joining me this morning. I wanted to introduce you. I'm sure a lot of people know who you are, obviously, but I thought it would be good, since this is your first year serving on council, to have you come over and kind of talk a little bit about who you are. I know you grew up here, and kind of what your passions are here for the city of Farmington. Obviously, we're in a very beautiful setting. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But Janis, you grew up here, didn't you?
I did. I am a native New Mexican, but I was raised in Farmington, attended Farmington Public Schools, worked here. I went to San Juan College as well as Fort Lewis. But I'm very proud to say that I am from Farmington, New Mexico.
Awesome. Well, I know I grew up in Denver, but moved here for high school and then came back after college and a lot of fun stuff. But I never thought I would come back to the area. But I have to be honest with you, it was the best thing I could have possibly done for myself and my family, and this town is really special in so many different ways. And so we were out here earlier, we're talking about the beautiful area that surrounds the Farmington Museum, which is where we're at today. Maybe a lot of people don't know that this Riverside venue exists, but there was an article that came out a few months ago, and it was very disturbing to a number of us who grew up here and have grown up to be good people, I would think, and enjoyed the parks, enjoyed the schools, and all the things the town have to offer. And I think in your situation too, you see that article is being debunked when it talks about the city of Farmington.
You know, I do take offense to that article because, hey, I don't feel like I turned out that bad. And I am proud that I have been able to witness the many phases and transitions that our hometown has gone through. And I look forward to the next part of that.
Right. Well, that's good. We're out here actually for one particular reason. Obviously, it's a beautiful area, but when Janis was elected, she had brought to me an idea, and that idea was something actually that I had shared with her actually in the meeting that day. I said, check this out. I'm already thinking about it, and that is the development of the land that is north of the museum, north of Gateway Museum. And I'm terming it as Gateway Park right now, but I see this area as a really breaking up Main Street and showing the world kind of the other part of Farmington that a lot of people don't know exists. Because if you just drove down Main Street, you're seeing businesses, which is great, but I wanted to show them something new. What was your kind of idea for how Gateway Park existed in the culture of Farmington?
You know, regardless of what direction you're coming into town from, it would be difficult not to pass by this beautiful museum. And behind us is some gorgeous riverfront property that I feel is immensely underutilized. And so what I see, Mayor, is some restaurants, an outdoor mercado where we can celebrate local artisans and have cultural events, private events. It is such a wonderful place, and I see it being quite a gem for the entrance and a focal point to the entrance of our community.
You know, one of the things we talked about is placemaking as a council, and trying to determine areas within our city that can be destination places for people to come and enjoy year-round. And particularly here, as we look out at the river, I see something really incredible when we could do something. These are big, hairy, audacious goals, by the way, so there's nothing firm or on paper about this, but something to the effect of damming up the river and having a permanent level of water that's accessible here to the public, for families, for little rafting and paddle boarding. We've also talked in concept about opportunities for zip lining as we go across the river here, because of course ultimately this whole system will be a part of a large trail system that runs all the way from basically the Bisti Highway through Farmington all the way out to Pinion Hills Bridge. And really on a broader scale, when we talk about outdoor recreation and regional economies, the big picture view is to take this trail all the way up to Aztec, and then from Aztec all the way up to Durango, so that you have a very long, accessible area to recreate on for biking and running and jogging and boating and all those things, because we've not celebrated the river, in my mind, to the level that we should be when 65% of the state's surface water flows right through the city. So this is a really, really cool concept. Janis shared that with me right after she got elected. And it's really important to me too, because the museum itself, as a part of the Parks, Recreation, Cultural Affairs Department, offers a lot of opportunities for other organizations that currently use it. So what are some of those things that people are currently using this museum for?
Just a moment ago, I took a trip through the current exhibit and was really excited about that. So I know that that changes often, so make sure you pay attention and you don't miss anything that happens to be coming up here. I know the Mayor's Ball was a very successful event. The Growers Market is here twice a week, seasonally, of course.
Right. And that's a big draw. I think they're in the 27th year or something of
Yes.
being the Growers Market. So that has become a very permanent area, and that attracts people from all over.
It does.
Yeah. But you also know this facility is available for private parties, events. So if you're looking for somewhere beautiful to host or to bring people from out of town to see the part of Farmington that maybe they wouldn't see just driving up and down the roads, make sure you think of the museum, the Parks and Recreation, Cultural Affairs Department, and a lot of the other managed properties that the city has. It really adds to the quality of life for people who choose to live here because it is a great place to live, work, play, and stay, and raise a family.
So as excited as you and I are about the potential for the properties that flank the visitor center, I would welcome and encourage my constituents and other members of our community extended to San Juan County to contact us, myself or you, and share your ideas. What do you think would be a good idea to have north or south of this beautiful visitor center?
Very good point. So, Janice, is there any other things you would like to add today for those? And actually, maybe you could tell people how they could get a hold of you.
Well, if you go to ep011.org, you can find ways to contact me by phone or by email. And anything else I would like to add is I really look forward to the new Vision 2030 for the city of Farmington. All the exciting things have yet to come.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you joining us here on the Mayor's Table. Don't forget, if you need to contact me, you can reach me at nduckett@fmtn.org. We're always looking for feedback on the show, ideas that you may have or places you would like us to go. And stay tuned because we're going to be doing some Jolt Your Journey episodes here soon. We'll start visiting some of our cultural sites around the area to make sure that you know what's out there in your backyard. Thanks for joining us here on the Mayor's Table, and we'll see you again soon.